Hello, is everybody... Is anyone watching? Also, I think I should probably also include PRT too. Hello, is everybody... Is anyone watching? Also, I think I should probably also include PRT too. Nora! No tengo hambre. I just want to ask, I'm not trying to be provocative, how will this fund separate how will this fund SEPTA? Okay, so there is currently a bill in the Pennsylvania legislature that would not only that has funding for both transit systems across Pennsylvania, including SEPTA, and road and bridge funding. For a couple of the past Pennsylvania legislative sessions, they have been able to support the transit funding. All those transit funding would be passed. It's a lot more of a pain to get through the Senate because oftentimes those bills did not have road or bridge funding. This time, though, the bill has road and bridge funding and transit funding for Pennsylvania transit networks, including SEPTA and the Pittsburgh Regional Transit, or PRT. It has passed the House, but it has not yet passed the Senate. And that's what I am hoping, that this would support. And besides, the last time that SEPTA actually said, hey, we're gonna have... And although a lot of people say that this isn't gonna go through, I kind of believe that it should. Because I know that last time that SEPTA said, hey, we're going to be cutting a lot of services, the governor just signed an executive order and said, you can't, here's some money, now run your services. And that caused a lot of tension with some of the legislators, mainly the red supporting legislators. And I think this time around it's probably best to not have that happen again. So either regular session, or if that's not possible, try and enact a special session. So, does that answer your question, NWS Railfan? I Psycho Blood. Hey Harrison, hi PRS1 fan.
Pepa. Pepa.
I'm going to go into a identity change BRB. Alright. Also, my railroad is officially $58,000 in debt. 587 fan Alex Traintistic. I'm back. Hello again.
Uf. ¿Qué le pasó?
What? No, it's not entirely full yet. I see. There's a long black train coming down the line, eating off the souls in the cause there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the world. Pray to the Father in His holy name, and don't go in on that long black train. Also, that's the closest big boy to my house. I go to Doublehead UP 4018 and NKP 587 in Train Z for some reason. Alright, go ahead. Oh boy, I need to.
Muchacho, ¿qué? Estoy hablando de, pero usted todo el mundo piensa que le estoy poniendo como marido, ¿o qué? No, muchacho, ¿qué? ¿Se está divorciando del marido o qué?
Ellos se divorciaron.
Pues sí, pero mami, sí, yo sé que tú no vas a estar detrás de él. Legal,
Hello.
Oh, hi, Harrison.
Hi, Herbie. How you doing?
Good. I was just talking to one of my friends. He just left, though.
Ooh, sorry about that.
Yeah. Oh, boy. So how's your day going?
So far so good. You know what? I'm going to Doublehead 4018 into 288 Bowl Moose, the most underrated UP articulated.
Yeah.
Así es que ellos aprenden a servirse más poquito. Desde niño. Desde niño.
Silver paper wood. ASC is 6,000. Hey, do you know? Hey, it looks like one of the logging Mikados I purchased in Railroader is actually based on I believe Wairika Western 19. Are you aware I'm in the call? Yes, I am. Hi, Southern Autistic.
Stop.
Not much,
I got
just-
bored. My intermodal train.
Well, I found it silent. I don't talk much.
Me neither.
Yeah, my feet hurt again because I'm fucking constantly getting taller.
You need to test it real quick.
Oh, want to see something cool? I 3D printed.
Yeah.
That's a fucking NASA SRB car.
Ooh, nice.
If you're a nerd, yeah. If you fun tidbit, these are actually made in Colorado. Well,
Cool.
the SRBs are built by yeah. The cars always have to go back to Colorado because Morton Thiokol, the people who build the big ass fucking. If you've watched a shuttle launch, you know the big giant white rockets that on either end or on either side. Those are the SRBs. These motherfuckers carry them in chunks because Morton Thiokol can't send a fucking 2-story tall rocket to Florida from Colorado. So what they do is they break it up into like 9 segments, put them in 9 cars, and then they use this, which is the lead car, and then this goes in front, and then boxcar here, because I am actually going to build the whole thing, but it'll be this, and then this will be normally the nose cone car, That's why it's the lightest. Then this will be a boxcar, and then that's the first actual jet propel segment. Another boxcar, another segment, another boxcar, another segment, another boxcar. You get the drift. It's a beast of a train. And did I mention? Yeah, they have fucking 10 axles or 8 axles because of the fact that. Yeah. So getting wheels for this thing is gonna be a bitch. Hey, at least it's cool as shit.
Yeah, I agree. It does look pretty cool.
Also, another interesting part is this is exclusively a Union Pacific train. Though not always exclusively pulled by UP Power. Like, UP owns all of the cars. They were literally custom built just to hold a fucking rocket. Not as big as that motherfucker. Because eventually, I plan on 3D printing the matching. Yes, I have got this thing for Christmas. Cool as shit. Matching SRB and external fuel tank, the big ass orange tank that goes underneath this bitch, and then putting that somewhere on my HO layout because honestly, that would look so fucking funny just for size comparison because that motherfucker is roughly HO. Yes. In G scale, it would be roughly the size of my hat.
Wow.
And I'm not joking. If you've ever actually gotten to see a shuttle, they are not small. Like, the wingspan in G scale, because in real life, it's roughly, I think it has a 50-foot wingspan. It would be from here to there. Yeah, this motherfucker would be monstrous. Yeah. Oh yeah, and here is the intermodal train. Here's the 5-car set. Here is my rear end car I use normally, which I have also put a Fred on.
Nice detail.
Yeah, and the funniest part, it's battery powered.
What?
Yeah, G-scalers will literally find a way to cheat everything. Yeah, we're lazy as shit. Here is the C car I'm still currently detailing. I need to get off my ass and finish this one because I'm lazy as hell. But when am I ever actually going to finish any of my projects? I start like 1,000 things at once. I have ADD. Yeah, here's the handrails for them. Or for this car. I still need to put the currently this car is missing its rear end decking and handrails. B is currently missing rear end decking and trying to think. I mean, that's about it. Yeah. If you can't tell, I like making just shit because I'm bored. Yeah, I get bored out of my mind and say, fuck it, I'll make weird shit because I can. Crap, my legs. I swear my legs feel like they can... For last, like, hour, my legs feel like they're gonna give out. Yeah, sorry if I was on the NASA, if I was being a nerd about NASA.
No
I'm
problem.
old. Yeah.
Hey, I'm just wondering, were there any ever 262, yours... Hold on, sorry. I'm kind of here. I'm not able to... Were there any USRA 262 prairies in existence, or unless Bachman just made it up?
There are no USRA 262s. That's a literal kit bash by Boxing.
Oh, so it was a...
Yeah, the USRA never made a prairie design because it was kind of pointless. Or at least to the USRA.
Or did they make Mogul? Nope.
Yeah,
no,
they made Mogul.
Camera.
So,
I know they have.
So as far as I'm
So
aware,
I technically made this accurate.
so as far as I'm
Yeah,
Sorry,
aware,
I'm a nerd. Sorry,
the USR
sorry, when you. Sorry, you talk.
Ninja
Harrison.
Studio 89 said hi. So as far as I'm aware, the USRA had designs for 282s, I think like maybe inarticulated, but I can't exactly remember.
There
and
were-
482s.
If I'm remembering right, there was 262. There was the 2662, the 2882. There was the Mikado, the Pacific, Consolidation. Because there was a heavy and a light Pacific. There was a heavy and light Mikado. There was a heavy and light version of every engine the USRA had. They had the USRA Heavy and Light Mountains, which were actually heavily based off of the Southern Railway TS1 mountains. Well, they weren't based off TS1s. TS1s really took a lot of USRA inspiration, but were actually built 3 years before USRA. Yeah, a lot of everyone still loves to. I hate having to explain this to a lot of my friends. Fun tidbit: Southern rarely ever ordered USRA designs. They just made their engines look USRA.
Oh, but I thought that they had had all original designs, and that like they then over time like for 4501 they like made it to look USRA because as far as
she was built in 1911 before USRA even existed, but she was given USRA parts and made an effort to look USRA because standardization, basically.
Are you guys able to see my camera?
Sorry, when you work with 01, you'll learn.
Wait, I see your camera.
Oh, yeah, I'm just rail fanning right now. I don't know why I have to. I'm just.
Oh. I thought y'all would like this. Here's some of my Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey circus cars I've printed.
What's rail fanning?
Cool.
The circus train.
Yeah, I'm rail fanning right now.
Here is the generator car. And here is the elephant car I've made.
Make out what you said, Sorry.
Fun tidbit, these are all actually a lot of the but fun little tidbit about the circus train, a lot of these cars are actually ex-Union Pacific. It was cheaper to buy them back then.
Guys, can I just hear my voice on the stream?
Yeah, I hear ya.
Oh,
Afro circus, Afro
Circus.
7 minutes, I'm gonna fucking fry out here.
God, I'm ancient. But yeah, I've 3D printed a bunch of weird, unique stuff because in the whole overly word the model rarity community, if I can't get it, I'll just make it myself. God damn it!
Good mindset.
So, what's y'all's favorite engine? I mean, trains.
I'm gonna just hop off until I see something cool, because my phone is being a pain in the ass and is running out of battery very quickly. So, yeah.
There we go.
That's a common iPhone problem.
Ever heard of them? A 260 mobile.
Sorry about the mic quality, but that's what you get for AirPods.
I'm gonna send the engine and no mic that I'm talking about.
At least the mic sounds better.
Yeah, unlike the other microphone I tried.
Ah, there we go.
Pero si todavía no es la primavera. Todavía no.
Que por eso dice no le falla para esto.
No, no le hagas así, que es bien bonitas que sí están las plantitas.
Las únicas que le sirven en invierno aquí
Oh.
son esas que tienen pullas que le salen florecitas rojitas en la puntita.
I'll be back. This was
6325,
a bit
return to
bad.
scene.
La otra que es como una hojita gordita con puntitos así, con puntitas, con pullitas, y al final le sale la florcita roja. Es casi como un cactus, pero no es. Tiene varias
Okay,
ramas,
good.
como gorditas.
Pasan 8, 15 días y hay que votar.
Also, who wants to see a poor looking bit of the thought this is criminal because of your idiocy?
Yeah, sure.
Well, there you go.
Oh, oof.
Yes, the locomotive broke down. I decided to take it apart to fix it. Let's just say I lost some of the some of the screws in the carp.
Mami, la falta de respeto ya me saturó. Mami, la falta de respeto ya me saturó. No, tranquila. Tranquila.
It was I lost some of the screws in the carpet while taking it apart, and now I can't get it rebuilt. Yeah.
Aquí no, porque
No, pues que.
ya ese celular lo tienen ahí, se lo monta todo el que no, yo me doy cuenta, Pepa. Mire, eso le dicen a uno al rato en la tabla de estudio.
Ve, mami, porque esas están fresas aquí.
¿Fresas?
Ah, las puso este hombre, este tipo.
¿Qué son fresas que tienen?
Esto, vea.
Pues
Conchos de
sí.
fresa. Eso va ahí, pero la puso aquí como que dice.
Ya. Ahora ahí en cuenta que está bien.
No. Pero ya me di cuenta de con quién estoy lidiando. Ya pagaba la cosa. No me vaya a dar la carga. Voy a llamar a la policía. Pues pensé esta mañana y me fui más caro.
Pues ya no.
Ahorita me meto al carro. Ahorita me meto al carro.
¿Y qué apeta?
No lo voy a cambiar.
Pepa. Yo le digo que
Hey, do any of you guys have Railroader? Because I can host my Railroad as a server for you guys to play with me on.
Sadly, I can't because I don't have a computer or a PC.
es una arroz que se hace y le cuesta los videos.
Okay, well, then can I share an honest opinion about Railroader? I think it's the best train game that we've received in the past couple of years. And I genuinely believe that.
Agreed. I like Railroader. I would love to start playing it, but it's because of my shit ass computer. I can't play it just because of my computer being a piece of shit.
I mean, if they had it on an Xbox, that would be nice. Then I could guys. Well, join you here. So I'm sorry. I'm just the.
Do I need to build another? Fucking. God damn it. Breakdown again? I mean, fine.
A full load of freight. You know what they say? A full load of freight today makes the $55,000 in loans you owe go away.
You know what else they say?
What?
You know what they always say? All toasters toast toast.
I I miss the old YouTube poop era of YouTube.
I am. My printer almost ready to start changing. Get to do the fun thing and change out the filaments.
And I feel sorry for SEPTA.
Oh, state of PA, what have you done? There once were lots of trains to catch, but soon there will be none. I'll have to buy a bike since I can't afford a car. Oh, state of PA, what a stupid state you are.
Funny enough, I live.
Funny enough, you what?
Funny enough, yeah, what?
Oh, funny enough, I live in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Oh, the side where that SEPTA is. I'm more on the side.
You're not where SEPTA is?
Yeah. But I am kind of close to Altoona.
At least you're near. At least 10 years ago, you would have been able to see quite a lot of cool stuff from NS, especially at the
My
Altoona.
favorite part of 3D printing, the magical thing as the swap of the filaments.
Well, it's too bad whenever I was young that I'm not able. I was too young to remember the excursion. Not. Oh, I said 275. I'm thinking something 765. Nickel plate red 765. Sorry. So,
765.
yeah, for some.
You say it right.
Yeah, Nickel Plate Road 765. That was. I gotta say that. Although I wasn't there to see them, I think the excursions over Horseshoe Curve with 765 were probably some of the coolest excursions from the second NS Steam program.
Nah, still not as cool as when the 01 went up Saluda grade.
I was referring to the second Steam program, not the first.
Okay, yeah, fair.
I just realized something. Whenever they restore 1361, they may run it over the Horseshoe Curve. Maybe. I don't know.
Honestly, I
That
don't
would
see
that would be cool, but honestly, I'll only believe it when I see it.
Yeah. That would be cool, but I doubt it. How much of a hypocrite that's not me much. Yeah.
Well, I get to do my favorite part of printing, the magical swap of filaments.
Oh,
Well, when I get to swap out. And you're gonna give me some food? Now, you're gonna give me a little drink.
start something. What's better, New York Central or Pennsylvania?
That's poop.
New
honestly-
York Central, rail and machine, fire, smoke, and steam. New York Central goes of the rails. There's my answer.
I honestly like both. I mean, I live in Pennsylvania, so that's kind of perspective, but I do like the New York Central.
Yeah,
But what I do
honestly,
know-
although I do like both, I like the Central a little more.
Which is understandable.
Huh?
No offense to anybody that likes Pennsylvania Road. I like both. I just don't get the argument between the two. Like, what's the point? It's the modern day.
Both railroads are long gone. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah,
Even as fallen flags, the rivalry between New York Central and Dependency still rages on. Honestly, given how like even. Yeah, given how even today you still have people fighting between PR and NYC, it almost seems like the two were practically destined to be like rivals forever, even long after they've disappeared.
yeah, but at least there's something that the two sides agree on.
Penn Central sucks.
Yup.
I knew it.
Yeah, that's kind of an obvious yes.
Hey, I know
Yeah,
this sounds a bit crazy, but is it possible that Rodney Kantorsky somehow was actually born in a universe where Penn Central actually succeeded, then unknowingly got transported to our universe where the reverse happened and he doesn't know it yet?
Epa, ahí le trajo el papel, Dan. Bueno, otra cosa que te iba a decir, ojo que la otra.
My brain is just being confused.
Oiga, ojo.
Yeah, I'm not the most knowledgeable person thing wherever after these. Ugh. Also, have you ever been to the East Broadtop?
To the what?
The East Broadtop Railroad, you know, the narrow gauge railroad in Pennsylvania?
No, but I have seen it on Railway Productions' Steam in the Autumn video.
Well, fun enough, I've actually been to the East Broadtop. In fact, I actually went to the East Broadtop during the winter spectacular thing, whenever East Broad 6 turned to Steam. Yes, I just made a 6325 return to Steam joke.
Yeah. Also the four Golden Ages Steam videos from Railway Productions is how I learned of GTW 6325, well before I knew of the 6325 Return to Steam Return to Steam video.
Yeah, but I'm more familiar with the Everett Road, hence why Profile 11 production. And yes, I do have the, but don't want to sell. So yeah, that'd be bad. But crap, I just did.
Uh-oh.
6325, return to Steam.
Oh, so I'm just wondering, what's your favorite Steam locomotive, Harrison?
Union Pacific 844.
Understandable. Personally, I like, there are a few engines I like, but I like narrow gauge. It would be East Broad Top 14, only because of its whistle. Well, I like the East Broads in general, but I do like 14's whistle. Then there's... Oh, sorry, I'll let you.
Actually, nah, you go ahead first.
There's Everett Road 11, only because, well, I grew up around that end a whole lot. Then there's also Huntington and Broadside 38, which that thing has quite an extensive history. And it's kind of forgotten, pretty sure. Which, funny enough, the Everett Road destroying that engine.
Oh.
Yeah, did you mention about, Huntington Broadside 38, or in the 10 words or less video, like the 280s?
Huntington Broadtop?
Yes.
Hang on.
I tried to watch it, but it was a bit lengthy.
Until 19, driven by Casey, small Connies that could ride along me for Numa still around and in China. A mandated coal variant. Oh yes, I did. Oh yeah, I mentioned Huntington and Broadtop Mountain.
Yeah.
I noted how one of the locomotives, I think, became a bit of an excursion star.
Yeah, that would be 38. Yeah, 38 is that excursion star, funny. And it's currently... There's a bit of a lengthy history to it. First it was at the Huntington and Broadtop Road. Then it went... I forget which one, but then it went to the Gettysburg Railroad, which,
oh no!
Yeah, thankfully it wasn't the locomotive that went kaboom, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
And then it was sent to the Knox and Kane. Then it was sent to the Knox and Kane, which went put in 2003 or whatever. And funny enough, Huntington Broadtop 30 was involved in a roundhouse fire. Because some idiots decided to set the roundhouse on fire, destroying some of the rolling. So, thankfully,
101, I think.
Yes, but Huntington Broadtop 38 survived. And funny enough, you know New Haven 3025?
Yes, I know.
No.
That was actually a running mate of 38 at the Knox King.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then, the owner of the Everett Road bought, and Broadtop 38 and is restoring it to operation and hopefully running it with Everett 11, which is currently the excursion star of the Everett Road.
Nice.
And funny enough, the restoration will be done almost soon, probably, because they're about to probably start reassembling the locomotive because they almost have the driver. So
Because they
Huntington
almost
and
have the
Broad Park.
drivers.
Yeah, the drivers are almost done. So then they'll be able to start reassembly of the locomotive. Huntington Broad Top 38 returned to steam.
I wonder how long it'll take before people start people start saying that joke is old, to be honest.
Probably long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, what is your opinion on Thomas Tank? Like the older stuff, not this newfangled nonsense, the older stuff. Like the model.
My favorite episode or my favorite character?
No, I'm just asking, like, general, what's your opinion on Thomas Tank?
Well, like, I definitely think that although a lot of the original, like, Thomas episodes left out quite a couple of characters, like, who was that coach that Oliver also had in the Railway series that he escaped with Toad with? Darcy?
I think it was one of the auto coaches, yeah. I don't know which one.
Okay, although like the original Railways, although Britt Allcroft and the rest of the crew for the first couple of seasons of Thomas, like, missed out a couple of characters from the Railway series, I have to admit, I'd say that a lot of the original couple of seasons of Thomas, especially with the episodes that had book adaptations, definitely had some of the most faithful adaptations compared to a lot of other stories and TV shows. Like, although I wish they could have stayed more true to the original books, like mentioned places like London, like mentioned the real life places, say London and England. I also wish that they added more characters like Oliver's coach and Bear. I definitely wish that Bear actually made it into the original Thomas the Tank Engine series. I still believe that a lot of the book adaptations of the Railway series into Thomas the Tank Engine are pretty faithful to a lot of the Railway series, and that's what I most appreciate about the original Thomas episodes.
Yes,
I still wish that I still believe that they kept on adapting more of the books than that would have been cool seeing what some of the characters could have looked like in the TV series, like Bear.
Yeah. And also, rest in peace, Britt Allcroft.
Rest in peace.
I started watching Thomas the Tank Engine whenever I think it was around season 13 or 14, which those were apparently the bad era of Thomas. Well, not as bad as you know.
Yeah. I'm so glad a lot of that newfangled stuff has been canned.
Stuff is gone. Yeah. Yeah. Funny enough, the last time that they used the models, wasn't it like season 12 or something like that?
Yes, they last used models in season 12. That was the transition season from models to CGI. They originally were going to have like 3 or 4, like two or 3 more seasons in that hybrid style, but the Great Recession put a wrench in those plans, and that ultimately never happened.
Yeah, funny enough, yeah. So I was born at the worst possible time. Because I never got... I mean, I did get to see some of the old, like, things. In fact, I think whenever I was born, like, or whenever I was 2 years old, funny enough, I actually did get a few of the episodes of the old series. I think maybe from season 4 or 5. Sadly, they're all long gone.
I for the most part got a lot of the original Thomas. I for the most part saw a lot of the original Thomas the Tank Engine episodes from the 80s and 90s from YouTube, and I ultimately started seeing more seasons because I think at one point season 6 was on Netflix sometime in the early 2010s, and my dad showed me that when I was being introduced to Netflix.
And funny enough, I actually do have a DVD thing for like some season 1 episode. That being James Learns a Lesson, Bush Freight Cars, A Proud Day for James, Thomas and the Doctor, Thomas Goes Fishing, which is very funny. Fish.
You sounded like... Did you try to say that in a southern accent?
No, I was trying to do a British accent. Fish.
Oh, because it sounds
sub.
Oh, because for some reason on my end it sounds southern.
Well, I mean, wait. I think I need to stop. Otherwise, I'm gonna get probably. Anyways, I have Terrence Tractor episode, and then Thomas Birdie Great Race. So yeah, I have those. And funny enough, it's narrated by Ringo Starr, and that's a bit weird. You know, America.
I believe that if I remember correctly, a lot of a couple of the Thomas episodes originally came to America via Shining Time Station, and Ringo Starr played Mr. Conductor in Shining Time Station for a bit, and therefore a couple of the Shining Time episodes in English in U.S. English were narrated by Ringo Starr.
And funny enough, I actually got this with a CGI thing, which was similar to, like, a similar style. And guess when I bought?
When did you buy them?
It was whenever Kmart was closing down.
Oh. Oof.
Yeah, so I was lucky to get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. And also, I have the best thing from Thomas the Tank Engine,
What?
Misty Island Rescue.
Yes, the Thomas movie of all time, Misty Island
That was a
Rescue.
that was a joke, people.
I know that's why I reacted like that.
Yeah, yes, but I know some people would think I'm actually being serious because, no offense, but some people can feel like that and thinking I'm actually being serious. You know what I mean, right?
Yes, I know.
You know, and funny enough, you know how I mentioned about the USRA 262?
Um,
That I mentioned about that USRA 262 thing?
um, that you mentioned?
Y-
Yes.
Yeah, about if they actually existed or if Bach just made up that. Funny enough, I've been making a series. Is alright if I mention Harrison?
Yeah, if you mention what?
I'm actually making a series, and funny enough, one of the characters is actually based off my Bach mentioned earlier, that being this thing. Which,
Oh. Which what?
there's actually kind of it was like around last year. I was running my skill, and I actually had like 2 long straightaways, and I was running steam locomotive here.
Yeah?
And let's just say it derailed in a funny way, and the tender came off, like I'm sorry. Well, that's kind of that the tender came off whenever it derailed, and then the back truck of the steam locomotive broke off. Well, there's like a little peg that would keep it in place. There's like a little hole. So yeah, not.
Not what?
And the the back pony truck of my 260 Prairie broke off. There's like a little peg that kept it in place, but it broke off whenever it derailed. And now it's become a 260. And I thought I couldn't repair it, but I actually managed to put the tender back run.
Oh.
But I've since lost the back truck, so I have to buy a completely new.
Oh,
Yeah, which is
sorry
sad.
about that, man.
Yeah, I've since lost it. And it's clear that I'm very good at taking care of locomotives. I mean, you saw that. Remember that GP40 that I showed you, that Faith was all taken apart?
Yeah.
The reason why that apart is, well, there was a kind of poor reason for that, because I was actually trying to fix it after one day I was running it, and then it stuttered to a stop. It was starting to stutter and stop. And then I thought I couldn't get it running again, and then I tried to take it apart, and I lost screws. Like,
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
I don't know, I don't know, I had nothing to do, but then, I just got here for some reason. I don't know why. But how are you two doing?
I'm doing alright.
Yeah, I'm doing by myself. I was just looking at the SS United States a little bit. You know, I was just doing something random for a little bit. I'm free. I can do anything, but I don't know what to do now.
Yeah, I've been trying to get some kind of employment for a while because of my mom, and since that hasn't been, and since I haven't gotten anything, and since I've mostly gotten rejections from employers, I'm currently streaming, which, although my mom may not like it, it's kind of the only, YouTube is kind of the only way that I can make any kind of money right now.
That's how you can. That's how you get your income. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like last year, my mom and dad told me I should get a job like this summer, back in like 2024, and then I should get a job in 2025, which is.
Hold on a second. London.
Wait.
Well, I actually do YouTube as a hobby. Without my no, probably kill me. Yeah, not fun. I've been doing it as more of a hobby instead of whatever. I mean, I'm only at like 186 subscribers, like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I don't plan to make money off of it, and I just don't see the point. Ooh. Let's go.
Anyway, when they were talking about me getting money when I try to get a job, you know what?
What?
They turned me down. They turned me down. Can you believe that? For no reason, I don't know.
Wait, they turned you down for what?
I don't know, they said they already got enough employees.
Yeah,
The
most of the times that I've been turned down, it's because they say that they've moved on to other candidates or they have enough employees.
Yeah. I guess I just have to wait.
I haven't. My parents don't tell me. Sorry, struggling to speak. My parents don't tell me to get a job because, well, whatever. So I don't have to get a job.
It's for me. I am only here at home for the summer, and then come August, I go back to college for the semester. So, in my defense, it's difficult to get a job in one city when you're going to college in another.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I just realized, aren't you in the same state that, the Colorado River?
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm a bit. Yeah, I'm a bit.
Will you live in the same state as me? What's up?
No. I meant to. Well, no. What I was saying was, aren't you in the state where the Colorado Railroad Museum?
Yes, I'm in the same state where the Colorado Railroad Museum is based in, Colorado.
No, really?
Yes.
Wow, the Colorado River Museum is in Colorado. I fucking won. Yeah, that's like a very.
Yeah.
What did you think? Where did you think the Colorado Railroad Museum was based in? Wyoming, New Mexico, Utah,
Canada?
Pennsylvania? I'm kidding. Not Pennsylvania. I'm only joking.
Mexico?
I'm only joking.
Japan?
Pennsylvania?
The Philippines?
I was on Sodor.
Yeah, this thing.
Also, would it be concerned that an F-45? I have like an F-5 and skill. Is it concerning that it smells like, well, something funny? like a
Then for
burn.
high level have an ass.
Yeah.
You know what's stupid? I only have one code, and it's very quick because it's from Bach. Ugh, all my equipment is Bach. Or that F-45.
Is it bad I've actually been taught how to operate a locomotive? Like how to let off, how to, how to do all that other crap.
No, I don't see that as a bad thing.
I don't know why I learned how to do all this at like age 15 though.
Hey, at least hey, some people spend a lot of age 15 going to school while you spent part of it learning how to drive a locomotive, so you must be pretty
Well, it's funny. Half the time I was like at 15, oh dear God, I was doing...
Have I been to the Model Railroad Museum in Mississippi? I wish.
Oh. Sorry.
Dude, the Model Railroad Museum is in fucking Pennsylvania. Even though it doesn't really represent all scales, it's mainly all O gauge, but...
I've been to the Colorado Model Railroad Museum in Greeley, and it looked like it for the most part had Lego trains, some Lionel sets, and HO trains. But I thought I maybe saw a couple of, but I also saw a few trains in like this one glass thing that they had.
Yeah, something like badass just happened.
I still say, out of all the scales that get represented, G scale is always like the forgotten step scale, because we're not that really popular scale. We're very niche.
Is that 11? Oh my God! No way.
Me who actually
yes, average railroad 11.
So what? I get to work on fucking 45 Southern Railway 4501, the superior Mikado. Or
I was and that's like really fucking off topic, but I was just watching a Jeep leave 4212, and then another Jeep passed. Bro, the engineer was so nice, bro. He yelled out the cab window, "Look at that, 2 Jeeps for the price of 1." Like, bro, that shit was
Dude,
peak. And he laid on the board and everything. Huh?
Bro, one of my best friends at my club is a fucking conductor for CSX.
Yeah, it's a CSX Evo.
Nice.
Nice.
Bro,
In sex, how it's normal because we moved.
CSX is kind of cool.
Nice.
From what I know.
Sorry, I had a joke.
as someone who's actually, worked partially in the railroad industry, one thing I will say is, if you ever actually go to work for a museum, don't fucking call a GEVO, call an General
Evolution series.
Call it the Evolution series.
Yeah, you will get your ass shot for literally daring calling it a GEVO.
I thought this one time when I looked up the Wikipedia page of the Evolution series that one of their nicknames was Roarers. I thought I saw somewhere that one of their nicknames was Roarers, but I can't confirm that now.
You know what's sad? I've been to these books. I've been to the Ever Railroad. I've been to the Railroad Memorial Museum in Altoona. But you know, I've not been to the Blue Mountain Northern Reading and the Stroud. That is pathetic.
I have fire. Okay, is it bad? I want to go to the Blue Mountain Reading to go and steal one thing.
Oh no!
What? Oh God! What is it?
I want the Lookout Mountain.
It's right by my perfect spot. It's not here yet. What the fuck? What is that?
So you know the Lookout Mountain.
I gotta go.
Sorry, I will always refer to that car by its Southern Railway name, not the fucking RBMM name.
Sorry.
That's alright.
So what is the worst locomotive that you've seen, not including Zevos, because
The worst look? What?
worst locomotive that you see? Locomotive. Steam, diesel, electric, whatever.
So worst locomotive in terms of like performance or something?
No, like in general that you see.
That I see in real life?
Yes.
So, it's funny. As someone who's actually operated a steam locomotive, I honest to God, fucking despise GE. Like, as someone, and maybe that's just me, who's an employee of. It's not like I work at an EMD biased company or anything. Making fun of how we're all.
I kind of wonder if a lot of hardcore Steam only fans despise EMD more since a lot of the dieselization locomotives were EMD. I'm pretty sure 80 to 90% of all diesel locomotives that replaced steam were EMD, so I wonder if there's like somebody out there who has an absolute spite for EMD because of this dieselization.
And I have a personal love for the electromotive division of LaGrange, Illinois. And yes, I know their full fucking name because that is their full fucking name.
Yes, I think a lot of people know that it's her electromotive division.
Yeah, I know how to speak. Yeah, speak Organ. You have to.
Well,
you learn.
Yeah. I've never seen a terrible locomotive because I've only been around the Everett, the East Broadtop, and on the rare occasion I happen to see like Norfolk Southern trackage or whatever. But I've never seen a bad locomotive, and like I said, I'm not including David because we all know that people do not.
But is it dancing, walking, rearranging furniture? Perhaps up and let the bird out of the cage.
Dancing, landing, rearranging furniture. Everybody knows it's electromotive division. Yes, I know.
Hey, what interesting?
What?
He rode on the Reading. The Reading rode again.
We look back through the years, to the days back when, to the days of way back when. We rode into confusing rounds of
rode on
the Reading when the Reading rode again.
Back through the years, through the days of way back when. We rode the Reading.
What is happening? Hello, I am Heger.
Okay, so I'm streaming Railroader, and I decided to like make the stream a little more lively, so I joined did voice chat.
Guess where I'm going again because of the fucking blister? Because went to go.
I just saw
help my grandparents a couple days ago plant some flowers. Guess what? It was so fucking blazing hot in Alabama. We didn't want to do anything because of the fucking 114-degree heat. So we're like, nah, let's stay inside.
Damn. I just saw
It's only 84 degrees
bro.
where I live.
Y'all need to hear the K5LA on that. It's crazy. That was actually insane. My eardrums, man. Damn.
The K5LA on what?
My grandparents.
The K5LA on 4907 is really loud and really nice. I'm pretty sure it's ex-Amtrak. It's an ex-Amtrak K5LA, but I cannot be familiar on that.
That's awesome.
Really in tune and everything. And 4907 is ex-Amtrak. So
wait, what engine are we talking about?
F40PH 4907.
F40PH 4907.
It's on Metro North, by the way.
Metro North.
It's on the west of Hudson.
H 4907.
Yo, my eardrums from that shit, bro. The engineer.
Oh man, I bet it hurt, but I bet it sounded so good, man.
It sounded really good, bro. One thing I will say,
What?
4907 is a fan favorite, but I'm not gonna lie. 4903 hits different, bro. You need to.
Is it bad? I don't like the K5 Elite personally.
Why
You're bad.
not?
I'm just kidding. That's pretty.
Okay, it's okay to have that kind of opinion.
It's a very overused.
I can understand
word, I'm
that.
not gonna lie.
It's like saying cave. I stutter a lot.
Oh, don't worry, I do.
Me too, man. Me too.
It's just, in my personal opinion, it's like when you hear them so fucking commonly, it's like.
Thank you. Oh my god, bro. NJ trades 2 units that have like a
I don't hear
K5
K5 LAs I don't hear K5 LAs too often. Now, if you want to talk about train horns, I hear often on a daily basis. Look no further than the overrated K5HL.
I honestly have more of a love for the K3 LA compared to the K5 LA, but I think the K5 HL is overused and overplayed.
I kind of have a weird bias.
It's so overused. Like it's on almost every freight diesel now.
You know, it's better than any of that. Nathan P5A.
Yeah.
Oh, dude! Don't even get me started on that.
Well,
honestly,
again,
as
a little biased.
As a BNSF fan, hearing Nathan P5 honestly feels so awesome. Though that's coming from somebody who doesn't live on NS
P5As and P5s are I hear those commonly on Norfolk and Southern diesels, and sometimes Canadian National.
I have no idea what horns are on any of the locomotives on the Everbird, like the diesel locomotives. I don't know. I'm trying to find like any footage I have of any freight train passing by my house. I'm trying to find that.
It's funny, as a long-time, nerd, I love the Nathan P5, but if we're talking like distinct horns that scream, 1970s, granted, I might be a little biased, but Nathan M5 or Nathan. For me, it's either the Nathan M5 or Nathan or a Leslie S5T.
Yeah, those ones are good. Those ones are really good.
Well, I found something, but it's from one of the shorts that I made, and I had. Can you tell me what horn this locomotive uses? Because I have no idea what it is.
Alright, play the horn.
Well, I put it in no mic.
It seems like you know the
Oh, you put it in no mic. Oh, you put it in no mic. Okay, let me
yeah, I know
let me give it to this real quick.
Song. Okay.
That sounds like a P5, I think, or P5, I think. A Newcast.
Speaking of which, the Everroad is.
I'm gonna take a guess what I'm next right now.
Sounds more like a P5 to me.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
I've
heard those plentiful.
Oh, okay, I need to go again.
Damn, I'm good.
Let me see.
My Fortnite skills, still got them.
I'm just need to see here.
Owning noobs right now because when in doubt, it's always fun to pwn a good 12 noobs or so. Because pwning noobs is what I live for. Yes, I still say pwned because it's fucking funny to me.
Oh my god. Well,
damn, these days
there's a bunch of things we still.
Damn, people would call that damn people. I've watched this one review on.
I'll be back. I was calling you guys. I was on call, and I was right next to an ALQ-45.
You mean, Javen?
I was just chilling.
I mean, seems
okay, hold on.
Weird that Nipa.
Tell me what this horn is here.
Giant is silver hippo.
What horn is this?
Everett
Giant
Railroad
silver hippo.
11.
Are you talking about the ALP-45s? Because if so,
Sorry, I cannot think of that line. I cannot. Stop
oh my
thinking of that
God, is there
line.
another one?
God,
Oh
Giant
my
is-
God, the
Giant
guy's
silver-
early and the app says he's late. So then what is going on today, though?
Giant is
And
silver.
there's another train which I'm hoping has General Motors power on it, but I could be wrong.
You know what's the difference between? I know that EMD was a division of General Motors, but why did you say General Motors power when you could say EMD power? Is there a difference between
Usually I
General
just say
Motors?
EMD. I just randomly decided to say that.
Also, wait. What horn is this? Hold on a minute. It's almost.
It's like it sounds like a default train's horn to me, but I don't know what the actual name of the horn is.
What?
Hold on a second. I think I just remembered something.
The car just stopped on the crossing. Like, okay, I guess what the bro, one of the crossings is down for no reason. And it's just been down for like 4 minutes for no reason at all.
Wait, there's like no train coming and it's just been down? What the heck?
The guy is not coming for another 5 minutes. I think the crossing might be a little bit fucked.
That might be
that one just randomly
a
does it sometimes.
K3 LA?
I'm not even gonna lie
have
to
no
you.
idea.
That one just randomly does it. So,
I don't know what that.
like, oh, and now it goes up. Yeah, that's just what it does.
Hey,
most normal crossing in the United States.
Giant silver hippo. That is my only response. Giant silver hippo.
Giant silver hippo?
I want to say something.
Sorry, I cannot stop thinking of. Have you ever watched a fucking
Are you talking about Cowl Unit Productions?
Yes,
like
every electric branch.
He's talking about the ALP-46s when he says that. That's the
Yes,
double-sided ones.
Yeah, I don't care. Giant is Nipa. The way he delivers that is absolutely comedy fucking.
Oh my God! Is there a giant silver hippo coming? Okay. There's a jeep. It's a jeep. Okay, let's go.
Wait, the silver.
Whenever I see a P-42 DC coming, I get so hyped because that's like my favorite diesel of all time.
NJ Transit got rid of all of them, giving them away for free to see who got.
Every time.
Wait, did I
And there
thought
goes the crossings. I'm out.
Dude, he left. Every time I go down to Anderson to go watch the Crescent, or sometimes on a rare occasion I go down to Atlanta to watch it. No joke, 90%, 95% of the time, I'd either see a fucking P-42 or a P-42 leading a fucking dead Charger.
Those dumb Chargers. Personally, I just hate them. I'm sorry. I'm the hater of those.
You know what?
I like it, but
I think they're all right, but I think that they're also. I think they're all right, but I also kind of think that they're the most overhated locomotives.
You know what I also hate about them? 90% of them look the same, and they all sound the same. Like, at least put a different horn on some of them, maybe a different paint scheme on some of them.
Well,
like, there's only like a few that have the day one scheme.
Well, there's only one that has the day one, because that's a special unit.
Oh. Well then.
That's called a heritage unit for a reason.
I know. I thought there was more than one of them.
Oh.
Yeah, there's 301, which is the day one unit, which I personally don't like. I mean, I like it, but then again, I'm biased. I
think it's okay.
Yeah.
Hey, who wants
I think
to get
it's
something
good.
heard?
I think it's nice that Amtrak like decided, okay, let's take one of our newest locomotives to represent one of our oldest paint schemes, because by the time like 301 came out, like Amtrak was celebrating its 50th anniversary, and hence they likely painted it into day one, had day one colors on that locomotive to as a little bit of symbolism for how far they've come in 50 years.
Oh, y'all want to know a fun, neat fact?
What?
This is actually a fun, interesting fact. Fun little tidbit: there will never be a single boat in the U.S. Navy named after Donald Julius Trump.
Wait, Bob?
Yeah, seriously. You legally can't have a boat named after him.
So wait,
That's weird.
Yeah,
so
he's an evil
are
dictator.
are there any
fucking dictator? Sure, he never served in the military because he fucking he was a draft dodger, man.
So how many? Wait, are there other ships in the Navy named after presidents? And
yeah, the rule goes to have a ship named after you have to have served in the military, or that's the formal rule.
Man,
because think about it, George Washington served in the military. All of the presidents that have had their boats named after them have served in the military in some formal way. Hell, even fucking yes, even Mr. Carter.
Oh, Carter.
Yeah, Jimmy Carter, the calmest, most kind president on earth, did serve in the military as a fucking nuclear technician. I'll let that soak in.
Also, pro tip for everyone: the next.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Jimmy Carter, when he was actually doing his military service, he was a fucking nuclear technician on a boat, and he actually stopped a nuclear meltdown on a reactor in Canada.
Wow, I'm impressed.
He has. Everyone loves to make fun of him for being like the wussy president. He was relatively badass. He's just not giving all the, he was just, I like being calm. I like peanuts. I don't want to murder people. He was a relatively soft-spoken president. He was one of the nicer ones. Meanwhile, Ronald Reagan, I want to murder all of the gays because the Bible says gays are evil. Even though on the other 9 copies of the Bible it says it's fine.
Okay, I'm back.
Sorry, I love pointing that out. That if you actually read the Bible, it says it's totally fine to be gay, and then like 3-4 pages later contradicts itself and then says being gay is evil.
Yeah,
bro. There's one engineer, this one really nice engineer. He likes stuff being quiet because Jeeps are loud, and oh my god, bro, this guy always keeps getting Jeeps, and today he got the loudest one on the fleet, bro. You cannot be kidding me. And it also kept blowing air. So it was like really, really loud. Like ear-piercingly loud. It was not fun.
So what?
And he has to run that all the way up to Ridgewood. No, not Ridgewood. Aldwick, yeah.
But have you ever heard dude? Have you ever actually heard a EMD startup before though?
From what I know, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm gonna go to a different location now, so.
Air destination Brayson.
I just can't believe that the Wabash Cannonball is discontinued like this. I mean, it was a pretty good train.
Fun fact, did you know the Wabash Cannonball never went to Birmingham?
Yeah.
The Wabash was based in the Midwestern U.S. and if I remember,
they're not coming to Birmingham.
If I
That's
remember,
where I live.
If I remember correctly,
my dad used to live in Birmingham.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Does anybody in here
we actually used to volunteer at the Dixie Railroad Museum.
Hey, if I remember correctly, the Wabash Cannonball was actually the song came first and the train came second.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
What are you doing?
Yeah. I think the song came about in like the late 1800s, and and at the time there wasn't a train named the Wabash Cannonball, but then in 1949 the Wabash decided to name their Detroit to St. Louis train the Wabash Cannonball.
I recognize. Do you do YouTube?
Yes, I do YouTube.
And
that
is
correct. The trains and movies.
Let me tell you, the Wabash Cannonball was discontinued one day before Amtrak was created.
Because Amtrak.
So the worst things not.
Dude, you realize the Southern discontinued about 90% of their passenger trains the day before
You're
Amtrak
freaking
was discontinued. Amtrak came to
Norfolk Western never gave Amtrak the passenger trains. But until they merged with Southern, they did.
Sorry, as a longtime Southern Railway foamer, thou shalt be the king rule. Thou shalt protect and nerd about the company they work for.
Norfolk and Western has to be the greatest company out there.
Oh boy, you just started something. This is gonna be fun.
Specifically the
I have
J.
Tweetsy muted, so I don't listen to it.
I love the J classes. I have 4 in HO scale. I just got one today.
4? That's crazy.
Yeah. I got one with sound today, so that's why I need to complete the Bachman versions.
Those things are not cheap.
I had to sell my kidney
Are
to get one of them.
Are any of them cheap?
Well, nothing Bachman's cheap. You have to sell your kids before you get a train set.
It's cheaper to buy Bachman than to have kids.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
you know it's
That's why
cheaper.
I
Don't have any kids at all, and then buy more trains.
Yeah, just
buy more.
Yeah, just use their bedroom space for more trains.
Or
I
better,
don't even have a bed anymore. I sleep
foremost,
under my
don't get a
layout.
girlfriend because romance is pointless.
I have to sleep
No,
on top
it's
of my
literally
layout.
that.
I have to get rid of my
It's literally
bed.
that old Lionel ad. You don't need a girlfriend. You need a Lionel train.
I love that one.
It's not just a toy.
I have
it's a
that
tradition.
on my phone, but I'm currently in I'm in a pretty heated match of Fortnite. I can't really fucking send it.
It's not just a train. It's fucking drugs.
Ah. Y'all saw the video from the Naugatuck with the FL9?
Yeah, track drifted.
Look at what my friend
Yeah, how did that's such a oopsie moment? Like it just got off the track. That was so weird.
Look at the shot my friend got. Look at
To be
the shot
fair,
my friend got.
I'm pretty sure from what I heard, that was actually a common problem with FL9s.
Oh.
Does everybody watch my screen? Does anybody here like the Pennsylvania Railroad?
I do because I have an O-scale engine.
Dude, I don't know what happened to the FL9. Like, why did it drift or something like that?
It picked the switch.
Yeah, just pick the switch. That's actually more common than you think.
Oh.
I mean, it was moving decently.
Yeah, at least it didn't top over.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the Thomasism. Luckily, no one was hurt.
He said the line! Yeah!
Imagine if somebody asks, but a couple of people were injured and somebody else screams, "Luckily, nobody was hurt."
No, oh my god!
I drove past a car crash one time. I told my mom to roll down the window and I screamed, "Luckily, no one was hurt." And there's just a body in the bag next to the car crash.
Oh.
What the hell?
I didn't see it until it was on the news, and I feel so stupid for saying that.
I mean, technically, they weren't.
That's a major screw up.
No, the one I just like to do is I'll see a crash and I'll just be like, "Hey, you can't park there."
You get yourself killed for doing that.
I prefer that's a fender bender.
I should also note I never actually roll my windows down for that.
Are you live right now?
Yeah, why?
He is, so everything we say is on this live stream.
General reminder, everything we say is being recorded by the FBI.
Of course, because we're always being watched by the FBI.
I don't think we have not been. I don't think we have not been watched by any government agency since at least the 1950s when the government was so concerned about communism.
Since 2001, the FBI has had legal spy on anyone they feel. They have literally misused that right about 19, I think it's like over 23 times currently. The list literally is like a mile long.
Yeah, it's why they always say, and remember kids, if you think, oh, the government wouldn't do that,
they definitely
yes, they would.
did. Or at least if you think the government didn't do that, yes, they probably did.
Yeah.
Two, 3, 4, half of 5.
6.
My dick.
Sorry.
But I'm the beast. Go on.
But little
I've been having this in this specific spot and the spot over there. They use the exact same modes, but this one keeps on derailing here, over there, and here.
Is it bad I hate having back pains constantly?
I went to my Road Club last weekend, and I ran my Mikado Lionel Penzi Mikado Jr. with TMCC and sound. Pretty good runner.
Oh, we talked about our O gauge. Who?
Yeah, I got. Yeah, I'll post a video of it in no mic.
Here's my
actually no, I'll post a photo of it.
3.
I got it a while back, but yeah. Okay, now we're just showing our all chain collections.
Other spot? There was a PL 42. So
I'm actually going to my club tonight.
Oh, sweet.
We're going to your local club. Well, I mean, so a salute for every single part of the crossing sequence. It was crazy. Wait, local club? You going to your local club? Can I come?
You gonna come all the way to
the club?
I'm not talking about a different kind of club.
Just kidding. I'm sorry.
Okay, now I get to do the fun thing about G-Scale.
Anyways, I'm gonna save the battery on my phone, so if anything cool happens, I will hop back on here.
Alright.
I want to see the biggest
That's
mistake
proof
I ever
G-Scale
made
is
as a
more
model
fun.
railroad.
Holy, that's a big chonky boy. That's a big BNSF Heritage 2 engine.
This is the nickel plate.
Oh yeah, there's its sister.
Yeah.
Wait, oh my gosh, Southern, Southern, that's yours? That's amazing.
Never buy O-scale line now. I literally had a...
I'm not gonna... You're not gonna even point out the fact that I have a fucking matching well train to go with it?
No,
oh, you do? Wow.
Not O-scale. Y'all can buy O-scale.
Here's the
already took me for...
That's 3D printed.
Whoa, okay, that's impressive, wow.
Yeah, well, in the holy words of the G-Skill gods, fuck it, I'll just make it myself.
Oh, you had the tools.
Yeah, here's the rest
you
of the
have the tools and everything. What's that steam engine you got there? Oh, that's a nice model.
This is my mallet. Yeah, I just don't run it as often as I used to because well, it takes up half of a fucking yard.
What's your opinion on the big boy? What's your opinion on the big boy?
I'm gonna turn this off.
Most overrated steamer of all time.
It's a fucking piece of shit. They should sell it.
Yeah,
for
this thing
parts.
is a beast.
They should sell it. Bro,
I hate the Union Pacific. The only good thing about him
it's a
is the Southern
$2,000 engine. I'm
Pacific
not
Heritage
letting
Unit.
it go.
Falls off.
$2,000 for an engine? I rather buy Lionel Legacy for that much.
Yeah, and you O-gaugers say your hobby is too much. Meanwhile, our G-scale hobby is being basically.
Ooh, yeah.
I want to get into G-scale.
Then again, you want to know how much a fucking FEF is in G-scale?
Yes.
It's almost 30. Yeah, it's roughly 3,600.
Can you put Lionel scale trains outside?
You can. I've seen the channel do it, but I highly do not recommend it. It's not a good idea.
Yeah,
that motherfucker.
Really, theoretically, you could put any trains outside. It's just.
I've seen somebody.
It's
put,
just probably not the best idea.
Outside.
Yeah, it really is not the best
idea. There used to be a model
idea at
railroading
all.
club next to the Virginian Transportation Museum.
Yeah.
What happened to it?
I think they still run. I don't know if they do public events anymore.
Because I saw a video. There used to be a club near there, but they had to tear it up.
Oh no!
That was the most depressing video I ever saw. I'm gonna play.
There's one that was in like the basement of the museum.
No, it was like losing. It was like losing a parent. That's how emotional this was.
Yikes!
Does anybody want to see anything cursed?
Sad. It depends on what it is.
Everybody watch my screen.
I'm turning in a no mic.
Okay, everybody watch my screen. I'm gonna show y'all them ripping it up.
Nah, I'm
Oh God! What is that?
Oh no.
It's a Santa Claus engine.
What?
Huh?
Look at no mic. Look at no mic, everyone.
Fuck.
Oh, of course.
You know what? I think one day I may ask you guys to send out your most cursed train pics in the Cursed Trains channel. So.
Oh my gosh, the Rio Grande.
Actually, one of my friends yesterday.
Ben's train? That's Ben's train. The fuck.
One of my friends yesterday. He was playing Railroader with. Including the mod that gives you a bigger Silva junction.
Did you know Railroader takes place in my hometown?
Okay,
yeah.
Question, y'all.
Where?
Is it bad? I personally, I have a love of Railroader. Because, like, if I want to actually play Railroader, if you want to actually accurately model, the Murphy branch, all you run is Mikados and consolidations.
No, some of the spots is actually based off the Murphy branch.
Like, as someone who actually has been to the real Murphy branch,
you mean the
Oh, and there's another train. What the fuck?
Can you please call my name?
The thing I posted in No Mic is from him playing that modded session. You know how many cars he had at Silva with the mod on?
How many?
I'm gonna go check the mail, Dad.
229.
Oh wow.
He had, and get this, they were all for 2 industries. He didn't say which.
My friend just posted a picture
y'all.
of me.
Why is it that when I eventually do get Railroader, on my own computer, I just want to model the actual Murphy branch as it was in real life? Like, just nothing but consolidations and only so.
That's actually a genius.
I don't know. Is that weird?
Okay,
Not
I'm
really.
gonna look at the picture you sent.
Because the real Murphy branch was not that big of a lie.
Oh yeah,
So I say that. Murphy branch was
I forgot
totally fucking massive.
Had,
who wants to see my signals? Yeah, signals.
Oh, by the way,
Here's
whoever said 611 was banned from Spencer, no, she's
here's
not.
my dwarf.
Whoever said 611 was
Scranton.
banned from Scranton. What?
No, she was. Somebody on here said 611
Yeah, it's
was
banned
banned
from
from Spencer. No,
Oh.
she's not. It depends on who the people you ask.
Anyways, who wants to see something that would annoy many people?
But my only question is, do any of y'all have a functional fucking BNSF dwarf signal?
What is the purpose of
Because
that?
Jesus
and
just
oh,
a
by the
look.
way, if I wire this thing correctly, I can actually fully get this thing to switch. It has all three aspects.
But why?
Yeah, I just have that.
But
That's the Southern Railway whistle board. Train.
Where did you get that from? That whistle board?
oh, you're at the Wisconsin Southern wreck.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, it's worse and it's really bad.
Dude, I honestly
What
feel sorry
happened?
for the trainee that was on there.
What happened?
Cause
Still
like,
not as cool as this though.
What?
Let me move to a different spot so you guys can see it more better.
No, what
Yeah, don't
caused
ask how I have a fucking switch stand.
the news article I read? They said just train derailed. That's all they said. They didn't say what caused it.
It was probably an obstruction, but I think it was probably one of the switches because there's tracks that go right over here. You can see one of the units from over here, but like you can actually see both of the track over here.
That's actually a moment in history. I should start like screenshotting that.
Hold on, well let me move over here.
Who the
I
fuck
can get
Who the fuck set that thing like that, man? I'm actually. Do you mind if I screenshot this?
Yeah, you can.
This is my first time actually like seeing a wreck.
Oh, it's my first time too.
Oh, you wait.
There
You
was a
seen?
man that got hit in my town, but I couldn't get photos of it. The train was just stopped.
Wait, wait. The wreck happened in your area?
No.
In my area?
Oh no.
Yes, it happened in my area.
Oh,
The only time when I see a wreck is like rarely.
Dude, I saw the lead unit like not even like last Tuesday. Like, and seeing that like back end of the unit all crumpled made me cry.
I mean, it reminds me of someone who you guys remember when there was that big derailment in Georgia where like 211 hit a truck just outside Southeastern Railway Museum.
There was a derailment outside the Railway Museum today.
But someone actually got a picture of 211 about an hour before the derailment. They posted it to Reddit, as soon as they posted it an hour before the derailment, and then literally an hour later, someone was like, "Hey, OP, I don't know if you heard, this train just hit a semi."
That's just not my problem.
And he was just like, "I'm sorry, what?"
I'd genuinely be surprised if that happened too. Because a couple of weeks before the Mendon train crash, I caught 133 in Denver, but it was only for a few moments because I had to leave it as soon as possible because my dad had things to do, and so I see 133 and take off with dad and head home. A couple weeks later, I hear about the Mendon crash and think, didn't think that much of it until somebody said, hey, hey, you caught 133 before the Mendon crash. And I was like, what?
You called it?
No,
I didn't cause.
So bad news.
Don't do that. That's
I'm waiting
I
here
look
for a
like-
train and some car just gave me a horn salute, bro. What is going on?
So
what goofy
I
off
haven't caught something before a wreck.
It wasn't even
but
anything from the company, bro. It was just some random guy in his car going along.
I did have a crazy moment last time I was in Ashland, because that's not too far from me.
Oh, bro's just on the track. Okay. We're not gonna talk about this.
Road
I was literally
Oh, okay,
about to
okay,
leave.
okay.
I was about to leave Ashland when I heard a regional coming, so I was like, screw it, I'll see what this last regional is. And then the lead engine was 181.
What? Okay, who's yo?
Who did
Yo,
that?
I've
I
seen
might be able to stay
uh,
to see an Norfolk
PO9 is
Southern
my
train,
I'll
but I
go.
don't know about
I'll
that.
go to another area where you
I'll
can
be
like
right back.
most of the rail cars.
PO9 is my local, and I've seen it with the
6325,
same locomotive
return to
that hit a
scene.
truck and caught on fire.
Oh, there's the
6320.
train I've been waiting on. Finally, goddamn. Okay, no, I'm okay
Golly,
now.
that my ears hurt after that one.
The Milwaukee Road.
I'm
But
going
yeah,
over to where the where you can see most of the rail cars, like
I'll be
big
right
My ears
heads.
hurt
back.
after that one.
but yeah,
Bum
with
bum bum
181, you
bum
guys know
bum
what that
rain.
was in, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Like it literally took me a moment. I saw the number and I literally gasped in the video.
We're here in familiar settings. It's familiar settings like we're in Western New York. The guess who's fucking coming? Guess who's fucking coming?
Oh no. Guess who's
Motherfucking
fucking
big tail motherfuckers.
the fucking big tail motherfuckers.
And do y'all want to know something?
What?
I've seen that Heritage unit the day he filmed that.
What?
Excuse me, what?
He lives in Pennsylvania, and you know that's where Altoona Shops is. That train came through on a freight train that passed through my town. I was like 5, and only if I knew that video existed. We're here familiar set. Because I hate
You know
the
what? I got a story.
By an NJ Transit train, bro. What is going on?
You know what?
He's
One time I
honking for
was at
Westmont. Then he stops. Then as I go back to the crossing, he he just doesn't honk anymore, bro. And there are
Dude,
like a few
I
crossings far away, but I don't know.
Here's
I kind of
most
like
of the wreck.
roughly don't know their location.
Here's most of the wreck. That's like the big part of it. The locomotives are behind that tree.
Did the locomotives derail?
No crap.
Yeesh, that looks bad. Go back to the box because I want to see them again.
Oh
my god.
And one trainee are in the hospital.
There's so many
Yeah.
mosquitoes, bro.
All the mosquitoes have been summoned in your area.
One already got my arm. It's already swelling,
I
and then
woke
the
up this
others I
morning
don't even know.
and I woke. Look, you can see a hopper car down there. You can see a hopper car behind like those box cars that's on its side. That's how bad
Bro,
it is.
some kids almost derailed a train while I was rail fanning, and it was a passenger train too, bro.
What the fuck are you doing?
What?
So basically, there were what the fuck? Oh my god, I'm stuttering. There were these trespassers, and all I don't know what the hell they were doing. They set a switch adjacent into a siding, a dead end siding with a hopper in it, and they almost were able to do it before they made the train hit the e-brake. So,
bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know either, man. I don't know.
I want to say that's cap, but then I don't want to say it's cap.
I'm like way far from home.
You know, at least you didn't catch. At least that wasn't a capital city moment.
Yeah. I don't know what. I was just sleeping this morning. My mom texts me. Like she shouts my room that there's been a train derailment in Hartford. And I'm like, what? So I went there this morning. I saw it. It was chaos.
Well, I think what I'm waiting on is actually about to show up, so I'm going to leave them. Yep.
Here, I just heard a rail crossing.
I thought that was more like a sound effect of a railroad crossing. For some reason.
But yeah, I'm gonna be honest. With some news coming out of my area about the VRE CEO announcing he's retiring in October, I don't know how I feel about it.
I live near the biggest rail yard on NS's system.
Alright, I'm gonna give you guys like one last look of the wreck before I head home.
It's screenshotting time. Be prepared.
Okay.
I'm getting the worst stuff, bro. Well, actually, you kind of can, but at the same time,
Since my
that's
front brakes of my bike don't work, I have to like the brake
Oh
pads
my
are worn bad
goodness.
shit.
Crash into the freight train.
Yeah, very funny.
I quite literally got back on as soon as the tail end of the train passed the crossing.
You should steal the train. You should steal a piece off the train.
You talking to me?
Yeah, bro, steal a piece off the train wreck.
I can refund it.
What?
Steal the wheel off of the.
I quite literally cannot hear you.
I'm talking to the guy who's at the train wreck. I can't see y'all.
Alright, get your screenshots.
Insert car ambience noises.
Yeah, we don't talk about the cars.
But I got my screenshots. Now time to
Okay,
edit
I
them.
got my screenshot in.
Yeah, I got a screenshot
seen
of that.
I was there when the train had a bit of a oopsie daisy.
You stop. He didn't even stop. He just slowed down to the curve. Oh my god.
It's surprising that in my town, like 10 years ago, there was like a big train crash between Wisconsin Southern and a CN train. I wasn't even in that town at that point.
There's a train wreck under my lake. There's a train wreck under my river, my town.
I'm gonna head out to save my battery again.
Bye. Or fell into my river. So you can say I technically own a southern locomotive.
What am I hearing right now?
Ahoy, Bill and Ben!
Ahoy, Bill and Ben!
Ahoy, Bill and Ben!
Ahoy, Bill and Ben! I just ate 13
Whoa!
Ahoy, Bill and Ben! I just inhaled.
The Milwaukee Road. Okay, what if we get like another railroad variant of like the Milwaukee Road, but it's like a different railroad?
The Chicago Northwestern Railroad Company.
Chicago and Northwestern Railroad Company.
You know what's sad?
What?
Those locomotives in the track are XC&W.
Oh.
All of them are XC&W.
Oh, chat, watch this video. This happened today.
Oh, what?
What?
Yeah, I can send the photos to one of you. The photos I got this morning.
Look what happened today, chat.
Oh yeah.
What? Oh yeah, we saw this. We saw this.
It's the FL9, isn't it?
Multi-track drifting engaged.
I'll send this guy. Why the heck not? Doom.
I wish I had the soundboard of That's a Fender Bender. We need that in this server.
I know somebody who is really good friends with the on Wisconsin Southern train that you go.
That wreck was so strong it flew up rocks into the bell and the bell got damaged.
Yikes.
I got a crew flicked me off one time while I was rail fanning.
What? Oh, that's probably your phone shaking on the bike.
Sorry, I'm riding my bike.
The Milwaukee
I figured.
No, if I ever see
my
a
gosh, there it is
Pennsylvania
again.
head unit, if I ever see the Pennsylvania head unit, y'all know what finger's going up. You don't think I'm joking? You don't think I'm joking? I really am. Fuck you, son of a! Get over it!
I'd rather have a sister living in a whorehouse. No, wait. I'd rather have a sister working at a whorehouse than a father working for the Pennsylvania Railroad. I hope my mom did not hear that.
Oh, jeez. That moment when you have parents and you're live streaming.
I'm home alone. That means I can say the N-word.
No.
Please
No.
don't.
I'm
You're
kidding,
gonna get
I'm
my
white.
you're gonna get my channels terminated.
Oh, do you do the movies, like the movies and trains and stuff?
What?
Do you do like the movies, like comparing the movies train wrecks, like the real life ones, like if they happened in real life?
Yeah.
Do The Fugitive next, please.
To be honest, the only thing that I would say about that wreck is that unless that there was unless like the train hit like a real heavy load, unless like the bus was super like heavy and difficult to move, then I don't think the what was it, the GP30 would have derailed, or at the very least the coupling wouldn't, or at the very least neither the coupling would not have snapped.
Did you know they actually wrecked the full-size train?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I get to go to the wreck site soon. And then the GP4 they wrecked was XN and W.
Yeah, I heard. I thought it was ex-Southern.
No, it was X N and W, then X Norfolk Southern. Now it's GSMOs.
Okay, little tangent I want to go on for the whole thing with the fugitive wreck, or rather, another wreck that was done on the GSMR.
Let me guess, it's the Mr. Beast one.
Yeah, I personally don't get the whole hate around that specifically. Like, I'm not a Mr. Beast fan, but
he wrecked two of the GSMR's original locomotives that they had. Like when they bought the property, that was the two original locomotives.
They're probably junk anyways.
Yeah.
From what I heard.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, they were kaput anyways.
The only reason why I hate
they
it
had already planned to sell them for scrap. They just decided, screw it, we'll let them go out with a bang.
And they could have restored them. They could have easily restored them, but they chose not to.
Harrison's Railroad has almond in it, lol. One is abandoned, one
The thing is, GSMR, they not only were able to buy like 4 new engines with the revenue from that Mr. Beast sale, but some of it also went to the restoration of Southern 722.
Oh, fun fact, that locomotive, it's 1722, I think. But that locomotive has a Trump train sticker in its cab. It has a Trump train sticker.
Southern 722.
It has a Trump train sticker in its cab. I'm not lying, but I'm gonna send you the photo.
What happened while I was...
Not much, we were just talking about some things.
And plus, the only reason why I hate it is because the 777 that he wrecked was the first locomotive I ever rid behind. And plus, it stored in the future.
Also, here's a funny joke. I'm putting in a no mic because it's funny.
Okay.
Nope, I'll be like...
Fix the ice cream machines or draw 25. You know, the funny thing
Donald.
You know, the funny thing about that is, like, the original McDonald's, the reason, like, the guy, the like the reason that like became big was because it was an ice cream machine salesman who wanted to like sell milkshake things and that salesman came across the original McDonald's and thought yeah, this would be a good place good thing to expand cross country. They literally McDonald's came from like ice cream and milkshakes, and they can't even have an ice cream machine operational.
I was gonna say, bro, there's some crazy storm action along the Montclair Booten line right now, bro. Apparently there's downed utility wires, and it's crazy. All service is suspended. Then the Princeton Dinky, and also the man, what was the line name for it? Morris and Essex, yeah. Everything got fucked up there.
Also, what's the one famous joke involving certain Pennsylvania Railroad steam locomotive? And no, I don't mean like...
Bro, these mosquitoes!
I feel you, man.
Yeah, I hate them too, man. I hate them too.
Welcome to summer.
Oh, my tags are everywhere. Oh god.
And this is why I prefer winter more.
I agree
the reason
with you.
I always rail fan at the station. The one time I go to the crossing.
The train applier is gonna join.
You know what the good thing
New
about
idea.
winter
Hire
is?
the people who know how to fix them to McDonald's. Summer sucks.
When you're outside during the winter, you have air conditioning all around you.
My friend train applier used to be
It's actually nice outside. The thing is, it's just there's so many mosquitoes.
Yeah, in the winter you...
There's another...
We have to get rid of that one.
Another deadhead? Or am I getting pump faked again?
Yeah, in winter you basically have free AC.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes that free AC can abuse you.
And sometimes it won't even work.
Sometimes it gets too much free AC.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah.
Anyways, I shall leave again because
my phone
is tweaking a lot.
What the fuck?
Tweaking a lot. Okay.
I did not know that.
I have been invited by my friend Tweetsy. Hello, y'all.
Hello.
Hello.
Do y'all even know who he is?
Not Tweetsy, I'm nothing special. My username is literally just a Markiplier ripoff.
Train-applier.
Yeah.
I came up with that now, I'm just kidding.
I wonder if somebody ever decided to name themselves Train Septicide.
Train Septicide.
No, we need a Train Septa next.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
We have 611
No! Dude, you said that on a Tweetsy, you dumbass.
My friend
Thank you, that's my
my
nickname in school.
Okay.
Yeah, my rail fan friend group, we're called Tridiots.
Tridiots.
Yes.
I just real fan by myself, but that I'm inside my house.
What am I hearing right now? Am I hearing a steam engine idling?
Or do I hear a dog?
I thought I was hearing a dog.
We all did a
Oh, that's your model 611.
Yeah. Tweetsy just bought that.
I was right. It was a steam engine idling. Well, close enough.
Tell y'all.
That's my drug. That's my drug. I have 4 of them. I want to get a 5th one so bad.
Dude, and I thought my K class addiction was bad, dude.
You have 1 in HO still. I have 5, and I'll be right
Dude,
back.
I have 2 K27s. One's a Blackstone and one's a brass.
I was trying to do a joke.
Come on, where's that disconnected air hose?
Everyone keeps leaving and joining.
Yeah, that's
But that's
basically
fine.
how
It-
it works.
That's how.
Spamming! Spam, spam, spam. Spam, 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 spam. Big beep, spam, spam, and spam. On the lobster corded for the fortnite sauce truffling with a fried egg on top and spam.
Spam, 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 spam.
No, that's actually that skit is actually how we get the internet term for spam, like spam emails.
Spam, spam. I was trying to make a joke.
Dude, Monty Python and its effects on pop culture need to be studied. I mean,
like
you have
what?
classics like, hold on, let me pull out the voice for this. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Ah, that thing, I wish I...
That's a classic.
Funny enough,
Hey, if I remember correctly, I believe that both the South Park creators and Jim Carrey were inspired by Monty Python.
Be right.
Spam. Don't know if that's
Also,
my...
you know in Monty Python and the Holy Grail with the coconut bit?
Yeah.
So apparently that was just a joke because they wanted actual horses, but it wasn't in the budget.
And I haven't tested it out yet. I just cleaned it and I haven't tested it out yet.
Another thing that was kind of like that is when it's like, there are some who call me Tim. Yep, that was another unscripted moment.
I just saw the pages of Black History Unit. Yeah, that. Also, don't mind the cars everywhere.
Nice. I've seen that one before because when I did
I saw it yesterday at the same spot during sunset. So 2 days in a row.
Oh, alright, I just thought of something that is kind of debated.
What?
Also, I already heard the next train. Because I'm usually like very close.
What is better, 491 or 497?
6 to 11.
No opinion.
490.
I have no...
497.
Yeah, 97's what?
Also,
it's number 12 and 190 from the Tweetsie Railroad.
Wait, so you're just saying that because you're biased to them?
I was their child. They raised me.
You're not their child, dude. If anything, they would be your parents. But Howard, oh my God!
Don't ask. Dog is related to the owner, and that's just straight up cap.
Is he really? He's not real.
Sorry, man, trying to apply a co-worker. So used to be
Bergen County Line Train 61. Oh my God, he's right there. I'm about to get pump faked again by the train.
Oh,
you have
can
to
you
be
tell
kidding me.
Neon to like promote me since Tim the Fulmer got me fired for no reason?
I mean, dude, you were okay. Y'all know Roblox?
Yes.
Yeah.
And like that, there's Ops Railroads thingy there.
Yeah, I'm
those. Yeah.
Yeah, I work for a Tweetsie one, and
I got him hired.
There was this dude by the name of Tim, who Tim was kind of a foamer, and like he couldn't like stop talking, and they got staff mad at him.
Oh, and there's 61.
And like two staff got like fired because
I've been
of
promoted. No, the other dude, I forgot his name, trying to apply.